Hello kids, once again, it's Josh here, and of course it's a time for another delightful episode of the Bible, and an atheist point of view, where I, the atheist, am reading from the New International Version of the Bible, one chapter at a time and one chapter per video, from cover to cover. Order it was written, for the simple fact is so goddamn funny I gotta throw the thing on a regular basis. Okay, so that makes sense. So what? Fuck it. Alright, let's start this shit. First with the bumper music. Alright. Now where I left off is in Numbers, chapter 6. It's paraphrased the Nazarite. What the fuck is a Nazarite? I'm sure I'll find out. Okay. Verse 1. The Lord said to Moses, Speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man or woman wants to make a special vow, a vow of separation to the Lord as a Nazarite, he must abstain from wine and other fermented drink, and must not drink vinegar made from wine or from other fermented drink. He must not drink grape juice or eat grapes or raisins. The blasphemous grape. Verse 4, as long as he is a Nazarite, he must not eat anything that comes from the grapevine, not even the seeds or skins. Fucking stupid. Okay, verse 5. During the entire period of his vow of separation, no razor may be used on his head. He must be holy until the period of his separation to the Lord is over. He must let the hair of his head grow long. He must be a goddamn hippie. Verse 6, throughout the period of his separation to the Lord, he must not go near a dead body. You are not allowed to work in a morgue. You are not to work on your PhD. A mortician is not your career choice. Verse 7, even so, I wonder the fuck they got to bury each other, since, that's not allowed. He's dead! Get away from him! Verse 7, even if his own father or mother or brother or sister dies, he must not make himself ceremonially unclean on account of them, because the symbol of his separation to God is on his head. Throughout the period of his separation, he is consecrated to the Lord. I'm just trying to imagine all these stinky bodies lying all over the place. Like a little police line, do not cross. That's how they dealt with their dead back then. Just leave him. Just don't go near him. Verse 9. If someone dies suddenly in his presence. What? Just drop dead. They don't know why. Just drop dead. Someone dies suddenly in his presence, thus defiling the hair he has dedicated. He must shave his head on the day of his cleansing, the seventh day. Time to shave. Verse 10, then on the 8th day he must bring 2 doves, or bring 2 young pigeons, to the priest at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Once again, the pigeons and the doves are expendable. Verse 11, the priest is to offer one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering to make the atonement for him because he sinned by being in the presence of the dead body. Oh, God. This is how they make up for it? They make up for being in the presence of a dead body by making a dead body. Oh, that same day he is to consecrate his head. Verse 12. He must dedicate himself to the Lord for the period of his separation and must bring a year-old male lamb as a guilt offering. Because this is how we deal with bodies. We make lots of bodies. The previous day do not count because he became defiled during his separation. Verse 13, now, this is the law for the Nazarite when the period of his separation is over. He is to be brought to the entrance to the tent of meeting. There he is to present his offerings to the Lord. A year-old lamb without defect for a burnt offering. A year-old ewe lamb. Without defect for a sin offering, a ram without defect for a fellowship offering, together with their grain offering and drink offerings. Have a shot of Jaeger as an offering. And a bag of bread made without yeast, cakes made of fine flour mixed with oil, and wafers spread with oil. Verse 16, the priest is to present them before the Lord and make the sin offering and the burnt offering. He is to present the basket of unleavened bread, and is to sacrifice the ram as a fellowship offering to the Lord, together with its grain offering and drink offering. It's all an offering, huh? Fuck! After dinner, you're going to have a cigarette offering? Verse 18, then at the entrance to the tent of meeting, the Nazarite must shave off the hair that he dedicated. He is to take the hair and put it in the fire that is under the sacrifice of the fellowship offering. Burn the hair! Ew, I bet that's going to stink. Verse 19, after the Nazarite had shaved off the hair of his dedication, the priest is to place in his hands a boiled shoulder of the ram and a cake and a wafer from the basket. A cake and a wafer. Both made without yeast, of course. Vile, fucking blasphemous yeast. Verse 20, the priest shall then wave them before the Lord as a weight offering. They are holy and belong to the priest, together with the breast that was waved and the thigh that was presented. How about them tits and ass, huh? After that, Nazarite may drink wine. Oh, back to the grapes. Verse 21, this is the law of the Nazarite, who vow his offering to the Lord in accordance with his separation, in addition to whatever the fuck else he can afford. He must fulfill the vow he has made according to the law of the Nazarite. Oh man, that thing's just falling apart. Well kids, once again, this is Josh, and this has been the Bible and an Atheist point of view.